It feels good to be back, even after a great weekend in Montana. I am your host, Michael Carvelis. This is Vegas Square Morning Show. We're back, baby. Okay. I was just in Montana, but we're back, like I said, better than ever. Filling in for Aaron Crouch, and we'll be back in a couple of weeks as far as I know. But we're just excited to be here on 12 on Sports and Dingo TV, channel 217 on the replay. Download the free Dingo TV app. Let's first get into our early thoughts from Sin City. If you're new to the show, Aaron does this thing called Early Thoughts from Sin City because he lives in Vegas. He's not here. So once again, we're picking it back up with Mike. Said it first. We're going to first get into this right here. The WNBA is self-destructing. This comes up because Breanna Stewart, I don't know if she was asked this question, I'm pretty sure she was. She talks about how her wife is okay, how her kids are doing okay, after someone emailed and threatened them with anti-gay slurs. Listen, I don't want to come across as a person trying to be mad at females or be mad at the gay crowd, because that would be horrible. That's not what we're doing here, okay? Because we don't want to hear a bunch of people get mad at us, because obviously if you're a good person, you're just a good person, right? If I were to do that shit, if I were to just offend somebody on the show, that would be stupid. Yeah, Greta, I hear you. I love using sound effects. But there is a serious issue here with these WNBA athletes just completely missing the mark on how to handle popularity. Listen, I am a person who has made my rounds on Twitter since it started in since 2012. I've had Twitter accounts, okay? I have lost the passwords to most of them. But I know what insults look like on that app. I know that this was an email, so just hear me out. But there was one time when Kevin Durant quote tweeted me, and did I get the anti-gay slurs? No, because obviously I'm not gay. But did I hear everything about everything else? Yes, I did. Did I go on a crying rampage afterwards as a soap opera tour about how horrible life is? No. Now, when that stuff first starts happening to you, it is kind of frustrating. You kind of clap back at people, but then you take the Skip Bayless route after a while. And Skip Bayless, I know a lot of people do not like him, but on his podcast a few weeks ago, he said, why are these people reading their emails in their, well, not their emails, but why are they reading their social media pages? Like, why are you reading your mentions here? You're a superstar or on the verge of becoming one, and yet somehow you have found yourself saying, woe is me, because there's some negative people. And again, no one is out here saying that what these people are saying is good, because it's not. It's horrible. It's whatever ESPN calls it, the anti-gay and all that stuff, vitriol. They love that word, vitriol. Listen, suck it up and man up at this point. That's the only thing I can think of to say right now. If I logged on the ESPN app every single day, which I do, but I saw LeBron James or Steph Curry or Klay Thompson is mad at the tweets he's saying, I would be so confused as to why? Why? Do WNBA players think that they're the first people to receive threats? Do they think they're the first people to receive, like, insults? Because they're not. And you're literally ruining your public image, which in turn, if Caitlin Clark ends up, not being as good as she was this year, if she doesn't improve her game, or God forbid if she goes to the big three where Ice Cube promised to pay her God's amounts of money, they're in trouble. They're in massive trouble. And it's their own fault. People have latched onto this sport, a sport that I publicly campaigned for since 2017 on my current Twitter account. I have campaigned for that sport. And it's going to shoot itself in the foot until it bleeds to death. I don't know what else to say about this. Again, threats are not cool. The slurs are not cool. Insults, we get it. But no one cares. No one cares. You're not helping society by telling the media how awful life is. You're just not. No one's feeling sorry for you. You're all about to get paid a lot of money, and you might shoot yourselves in the foot before you do it. It's a bad look. You have to have alligator skin. You have to when you're that big. Breanna Stewart is in the WNBA Finals. Her team is tied 1-1. She has way bigger fish to fry than worry about anti-gay slurs because she was threatened via email. Dude, it happens. Was anyone's life in danger? Maybe, maybe not. And I know it's better to be safe than sorry, but you come out and answer the media. Like, just say, it doesn't matter. I'm going to focus on the finals. I don't want to hear it. No one wants to hear it. We who do regular jobs, or even aspiring media and podcasters, we don't even do this crap. So what are you doing? You've got security. You've got money. You've got, popularity that's about to explode, and you have nothing better to do than cry and whine and moan and complain about the popularity you're getting. Dude, suck it up. Put some big girl pants on. And again, no one is saying, anti-gay stuff is okay. No one's saying that. But stop making this an issue when there's not an issue. Superstar athletes, when they're that big, and you guys want to be that big, they get a lot of hate and slander. It comes with the territory. Sports fans are idiots. We've learned that. I've learned that. Why can't you? It's so exhausting every single time I open the ESPN app. Oh, WNBA news. What is it? Oh, superstar from the WNBA is mad at the hate. Dude, suck it up. No one cares. Play basketball. We just don't care. You're having the top of the line first world problems. I promise you, we do not care. I hate that I have to do that, but it's what we come to. All right, coming up, we're gonna give my just quick thoughts on NFL Week 6 because obviously I did not get to do that the first 2 days of this week. We'll also do top 5 college football and NFL teams. And, of course, stay tuned for our best bet of the day. Thanks for watching this Square Morning Show. Don't go anywhere. We both know you won't. We'll be right back.
Need tickets to that next event? Well, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got them with soccer anywhere in the world. Tickets to any venue, any sport. Want to go to NCAA or NFL football matches? We've got them.
Yeah.
Baseball at every level. Every Power 5 matchup is available. Don't forget, costumes and paint are optional. What's that? You want to go to Broadway? We have those too. Want to jam out? Every concert, every artist. That's right, at 12 Ounce Sports, we've got the tickets for less. 12ouncesports.com/tickets. That's 12ouncesports.com/tickets.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
America, get back on track with DustPod's Performance Stabilizer. When applied to roadways, it kills dust and strengthens the integrity of the road. Easily applied by mixing with water, DustPods is the future in polymer stabilization. Call 1-833-DustPods or visit dustpods.com today.
We're back. We're back and better than ever here on Vegas Square Morning Show. I'm your host once again, Michael Carvelis, filling in for Aaron Crouch. I am known as the producer in these here parts. We are presented by MyBookie.ag. Promo code 12OZ Sports, all caps, no spaces, for up to a $1,000 first deposit bonus. And when you're betting from anywhere you are on anything you want, and you're like, man, I'm not making any money, you got to go to 12 Ounce Sports Best Bet subscription service. Sign up at 12ozsports.com/bet. That's 12ouncesports.com/BET. For just $5.99 a month or $60 a year, you could be making money from Gamble Guy, Philly Pete, and others who are just racking them up. And we thank you for that. Also, Vegas Square Gambling Show returns once again tomorrow. That's Thursdays at 9 p.m. Pacific time. Last week, the boys held it down, and I don't even know if I'm going to be there this week because those guys were awesome. I don't want to ruin any chemistry, but, I'm just saying. It's a possibility. Those guys were great. All right. Week 6 NFL reaction or NFL Week 6 reaction, whatever the banner boy wants to say. Let's get into it. Thursday Night Football. Didn't get to talk about this, but got to watch a little bit of it in Montana. 49ers beat the Seahawks, and it was a game I thought would go exactly the way it went. 49ers were desperate, having lost 2 consecutive games with 10-plus point leads to division rivals. They needed this win. They got this win pretty handedly. 36-24, 49ers minus 3.5. You're welcome. You are so welcome for doing that. Yeah, I got you guys, okay? The applause hadn't even happened. I knew what to expect. Thank you. Yeah, 49ers minus 3.5 was easy money. The Colts beat the Titans in Tennessee as Will Levis Sucktork just kept on rolling. He threw for 95 yards, which is actually borderline impressive on 27 pass attempts. I mean, I don't think people realize how hard that is to do, to have a 3.5 average on 27 attempts. I mean, that's 95 yards as bad as it gets. But yeah, Colts played really well. Joe Flacco and the boys got it done, but Anthony Richardson will start next week. Good for him. In London, the Bears smeared the Jaguars, and Doug Peterson, even if he beats the Patriots, is he going to make it back on the trip home to America with his job? Because that is, and it sucks that it has to happen, but him and Trevor Lawrence, they must be at a crossroads. Trevor Lawrence looks broken. It's bad, and the Bears might be low-key good. We'll have to see. Texans rolled the Patriots in Drake May's first start, which actually wasn't too bad. Commanders hung with the Ravens, but Ravens kept them at arm's length, won by 7. Eagles beat Deshaun Watson and the Browns there. Packers steamrolled the Cardinals, and it was very hard for me because it was between the Packers and another team on who made my top 5 this week. And as you know, I picked the Packers to win the Super Bowl. We'll see if I stuck with my guns there. Buccaneers got in a shootout with the Saints, 51-27. That's a big game for Baker Mayfield. You also have games like Steelers and the Raiders. Steelers, I didn't realize that smeared the Raiders. 32-13. Justin Fields was but Najee Harris ran the ball all over. Lions Cowboys. I don't know if you guys heard about that. That was a huge game for the Lions. And again, I don't know. Has anyone heard about the yeah, okay. Oh, we all heard about the Cowboys lost. Okay. 47-9. Big deal. Cowboys were injured. You know, that Lions did what they should have done. Good win for them. Falcons big win over the Panthers. Bengals beat the Giants on Sunday Night Football. I don't know why that game was ever on Sunday Night Football. Even if I love Daniel Jones, and I do not think that game should have been on Sunday Night Football before the season started, especially now. 17-7 score. I know Daniel Jones is terrible. I keep on begging the New York Giants.
All hail the New York Giants!
I keep begging you, start Drew Lock, fire Dable, do whatever you want. It's all going to get better. It's all going to get better. No, it's not. Just do it, though. I'm excited for Daniel Jones' revenge tour wherever he ends up because it's not in New York, but good for the Giants, man. Just keep on losing. Get rid of Daniel Jones. See how it works for you. And, of course, Bills beat the Jets in an ugly last 5 minutes of that game. I was on a plane watching that, and I almost turned it off. When you're on a plane, you almost turn off a football game, you know it's disgusting. It was a horrible look. Bad look. All right. Let's get into it. Top 5 college football teams. And Aaron this time was on time this week, so we want to thank him for that. Yeah, Aaron deserves that today. And even though he's not here, very good for Aaron, okay? His top 5 college foosball teams are as follows. Number 5. Well, let's use 1 through 5 for this. He's got Texas for the 3rd week in the row, which means Aaron is slowly starting to get on the Texas bandwagon, which I told him he should. Number 2, Oregon has jumped up 2 spots. Ohio State only fell 1, but I get it. Number 4 is Georgia, falling a spot. And number 5, entering the Chizay, is the Penn State Nittany Lions. For me, my top 5 college football teams are as follows. Number 1, Texas, for now 5 weeks in a row. Number 2, the Dogs, the Georgia Bulldogs. Number 3, Oregon Duckies. Number 4, Penn State. Number 5, I was trying so hard to keep Ohio State in the chat, and then I realized Clemson's only loss this year is to Georgia, and yeah, they got smashed. But Clemson, welcome back to my top 5 college football teams. That's impressive. You guys deserve it. They have been killing teams ever since they played Georgia. I don't know what it is. Could be the Georgia defense. We just don't know. Top 5 NFL teams. Again, this is for October 16th. Technically, they were from yesterday, but you know it's October 16th. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. Number 5 for Aaron Crouch, entering the Chizane, the Atlanta Falcons. Oh, what is he doing? The Atlanta Falcons. Oh, wow, that's bold. You run it up on the Panthers, and all of a sudden you're in Aaron's top 5. There you go. You're welcome. That's what they do. 5. Number 4, the Houston Texans. They gain a spot. Number 3, the Lions, who are also not ranked. And that, again, I mean, it's a... I know the Lions weren't ranked. I'm having so much fun. Yeah, that's okay. I get it. Yeah, okay. The Lions weren't ranked either. Number 2, the Vikings. And number 1, the Chiefs for now 5 consecutive weeks on Aaron's list. And good for Aaron on that. No applause right there. And all right, so the 5-1 for me for my top 5 NFL teams are as follows. Number 5 for me. I don't like doing this. The Houston Texans. I know they're terrible. I had to put him. I had to leave him there. Number 4, the Vikings. Number 3, the Lions. Number 2, the Ravens. Number 1, for 7 consecutive weeks, the Chiefs. And my top 5 stayed consistent for the. That's just gross. It's all chalk for me, but it also means I'm doing pretty good at my top 5 rankings, I'd say. Even though the Packers were close. But again, an honorable mention for you folks is, of course, the Colts, who beat and that did deserve a round of applause. That was planned. The other ones were just having fun. But no, Colts got a big win. They deserve that honorable mention this week. But of course, they're probably behind the Packers. Anthony Richardson's starting next week. I'm happy. All right. I guess we have time to do this one now. I guess I just talk fast. Yeah. NBA season prediction. I guess we're gonna do it anyways. I know I made a show notes. I know 5 of you probably saw it, but we're just gonna do it. So, yeah. Let's first start off with the Lakers. I do think Lakers will be competitive. I also believe that Bronny James is going to play better than what's expected, which again is not much. Second round pick, they think he sucks because he's LeBron's son. And obviously they think he just can't play in general. But I think Bronny's going to be a solid role player. That's what I expect from him. I wouldn't be surprised if he started in one game if there's people injured, but I don't think he's a terrible player. And I think it's real popular to say that right now. But I think old Bronny's going to play well. So let's go with Bronny. I think he's going to play well. I think Lakers are going to peak at the NBA Finals. I don't think they're going to win it this year. I think they have like less than a 1% chance, even for my knowledge. AD and LeBron healthy, it's great, but I still don't know if they can do it. Although I will mention, they are getting Jared Vanderbilt back. They are going to have Gabe Vincent finally, even though I think he's a Miami Heat merchant. Lakers could be sneaky good they could make the Western Conference Finals. I don't know if they get past the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I know it sounds weird to say, but Minnesota, we have to believe, is going to be good. As far as the Knicks and Wolves trade, if you guys haven't heard yet, I don't think the Knicks won that trade. And I'll get to them in a moment. I think the Wolves look really good. I think Julius Randle is just what this team wanted, which is a power forward that could beat and bang and not get soft in the playoffs. I know Knicks fans are the worst in the media. They think he's just the worst player of all time. And the same thing they did with Kristaps Porzingis. And Porzingis wasn't even bad for them. But Porzingis just came off of the NBA freaking championship. I know he didn't play as much games as he could have, but come on, man. Kristaps is better than the Knicks fans thought he was. I think it's the same thing with Julius Randle. He's a really good player. I think he's just a staple of a player. He'll be better on defense than Karl Anthony Towns was, that kitten of a man. That dude's soft. I think Wolves got better. I really do. I mean, I also believe they added, they had Dante DiVincenzo. Again, this team's good. They're well coached. Anthony Edwards, even if he doesn't take a step, he still is going to play good enough to push them through. Warriors should be fun. I think Mavericks are another one. I'm not going to count out Luka. Luka's at that LeBron point for me. You cannot count out LeBron in his Miami and Cleveland days. Even with his early Lakers days, you cannot count out Luka. If Luka comes into this season not overweight, which I don't think he will be, I think Mavericks are going to be just fine. Kyrie and Luka are going to be fine. They might be the top 2 seeds again with Minnesota, and Dallas is going to look great. The Clippers, Kawhi's not playing in the preseason from what I saw initially. Not surprising, but we can never rely on the Clippers to do anything. Tyronn Lue is praised as some amazing coach. And then, of course, the Warriors. They got young talent, but that's about it. Spurs, Victor Wembanyama looks very, very, very good. It's only going to get better, which means he could be contending for at least an all-star spot this year. And that's a big deal for him in his second year. I mean, he was very raw coming out of France, and he's starting to get really polished. Shout out to Greg Popovich for staying put in San Antonio and developing the new regime. For the Eastern Conference, I think Miami is going to be fine. Tyler Hero looks good in preseason. As you guys know, I'm a Miami Heat fan. Go Miami Heat. The New York Knicks should be, I believe, a little bit worse this year. I think Sixers with Paul George, that's going to be interesting. Paul George and Joel Embiid. I still don't trust Joel Embiid in the playoffs. I keep saying, when you dominate the modern day NBA as a big man, and you're still soft and you're still like a foul merchant, I'm sorry, your ceiling is so limited. So I think Celtics will still get them, even though I think Boston kind of had a cakewalk last year. I think Pacers could shock the world this year. Like, and I do think the Knicks got a little bit worse. I think Cat provides offense, but for as much offense as he provides, he's going to foul out in the playoffs again. This guy's never gotten better. This kitten man, this Karl Anthony Towns fellow, he's just not, sorry. He's not a grinder. You have to be one of the NBA. People, we're going to get mad at Anthony Davis for being soft. That's Karl Anthony Towns times 10. It's not a good look for him. When we come back, though, it's time to give you a best bet of the day. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back. But first, a word from MyBookie.
Welcome to MyBookie. You're ready to create an account and start making money. And we're here to help. And remember, you can get a bonus of up to $1,000 on your first deposit. Now you're ready to bet. Just go to mybookie.ag, visit the sportsbook, click on your bet, and input the amount you want to risk or win in the bet slip. Yes, it's that easy. Just remember, at MyBookie, you play, you win, you get paid.
Welcome back to the Vegas Square Morning Show. I'm your fill-in host once again, Michael Carvelis. Hope you're having a great hump day. By the way, we are presented by mybookie.ag. Go there, use promo code 12OZ Sports that is written on the screen in all caps, no spaces, and you too could get up to a $1,000 first deposit bonus. All right, let's get into a bet. We're going to call it our best bet of the day. I don't like the term free bet because I don't have a subscription service. So free bet of the day. And in this, I have a 2-leg thing here, but I'm not going to give you a parlay because unlike Taylor Mathis, I do not sell out. What? Sorry, I was favorite walking bets person. I'm just, whatever. It's what she did. She didn't like parlays and now she does. Okay, not my problem. Western Kentucky Hilltoppers money line plus 111 versus Sam Houston State. Here's a problem with this game right here. Western Kentucky's only at plus 2.5. If you're gonna bet that, you might as well take the mucho denario. And I do believe Western Kentucky has looked better against better competition. They've looked good against better competition what Sam Houston State has played. They both have a similar opponent in the it's a team they both played recently. But anyways, I think Western Kentucky's been through it more. I think they get a win against Sam Houston State. All right, let's go back to the WNBA. I'm tailing the ESPN Bet Crew, and I don't really watch that show a lot, but I was on the plane. I was just, sipping a Coca-Cola, and I saw this. How tough it was to play in Minnesota. This game is at 116.5 for the total. You cannot rely on these WNBA players to shoot the ball well. You just can't do it. If there's no Keelan Clark, there's no three-pointers being jacked up, and I think both these teams can score, but they also play very solid defense. So I'm going to go with under 160.5 in the Liberty Lynx game. And of course, if you do combine it with Western Kentucky money line, it's plus 303 on the Parlay. But that's all for now. That's our best bet of the day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Mark Carvelis. This has been the Vegas Square Morning Show. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Adios.